Okay. Hope everyone's back. Tears of Sin, getting to 50 would probably give you about 100, 200 achievement points, maybe? So yeah. IVL, I'm not going to answer that question. I don't want to compare two classes DPS. Okay. Now this zone is called the Magic Flute. Magic Flute Den, or Enclave. And this place is very peculiar because you are not allowed to change channels. Okay, you're not allowed to change channels in this zone. You cannot change channels. Like, the channel changing is not allowed. See? You cannot change channels. Whatever channel you end up in, that's the channel. The only way to change channels is to either log off, wait a couple of minutes, log back in, because the game saves your channel for approximately a minute or two. So you cannot change channels. Okay. That's one way to do it. You log out, you wait 1 to 2 minutes, then you log back in and hope you change channels. Or you can run all the way to this zone portal and go back out, wait a couple of seconds, beep bop beep that 1 2 3 4 5, then go back in and hope that you change channels. The only way that you'll get a new channel is if your current channel is full and you leave and somebody else come in to take your spot. That's the only time that you can get into a new channel. Okay. And this channel is also under the same restrictions as BSH 24 and Pole 24. If you party up, you may get into the party leader's channel if it is not hard capped. If it is hard capped, forget it. You won't be able to join that channel. Now this zone actually takes the most time. Okay, this zone takes the most amount of time to complete a whole cycle, whole boss cycle, compared to Rainbow Lake or Harvest Village. This zone takes the most time because you must wait. You must wait for bosses to spawn. There's no rushing the bosses. There's no, oh, you can kill more mobs to spawn the bosses. No. You have to wait the designated 20 minutes for one mini boss, wait 20 minutes for another mini boss, and then wait 20 minutes for the final boss. Now there's 3 quests from this zone. One is to kill the final boss. Okay. One of them is to kill the final boss. It could be the final boss or the super final boss. One of the quests is to kill 10 mobs. 10 mobs here in the specified zone, and the last one is to kill 30 in any of the zones, the regions that are listed on your map. You will need to do this place because you're going to have to get your breakthrough materials, your breakthrough weapons, etc. Here's one peculiar thing about this place. Let's see if I can get myself knocked down. If you get yourself stunned or knocked down by these mobs, come on. They're not doing it. Out there. You get netted and hogtied, and there's nothing you can do for those 5 seconds. These ranged pig mobs will do that to you. It's very, very funny when you get hogtied. It's pretty hard for me to get knocked down too. You see? That one through the net. And there's nothing you can do while you're in that net. You have to rely on your party members or something to save you. Come. These mobs all count for your quest. And you notice these are level 46 mobs. These are not high level mobs or anything. Because this zone is meant for level 50 intro. And you see that first boss, there's one boss that spawned here. One boss spawns in this white circle, this white path circuit. One more boss spawns down here. Those are the two mini boss zones, and one boss in this last boss spawns in the back on like a stadium like area. Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of my quests so that the map is not completely red, so I can actually show some stuff on the map. This place is actually okay for EXP, by the way. If someone was really bored, you could farm this place for EXP. But of course it's dangerous because of the hog tying and the poison that some of these mobs do. Someone killing it? Oh, someone's killing it. Now you see this boss is very, very fast. It's a very, very fast boss. The attacks are sped up, and it also does grabs, and it heals for quite a lot. After we kill that, we have to wait 20 minutes for a second boss to spawn, second mini boss. If this was the second boss, then the final boss will be spawning. So every time you jump into a channel, there is no notice of, oh, we're on the second boss, oh, we're on the third boss, oh, we're on the first boss or something. When you join the channels, you literally just have to sit there and wait or ask somebody that's in the channel if they know what is the channel's event progression. Yeah, you can't spam SS to get out of the nets. Yeah, okay. That'd be funny. You funny. Here's the level 50 mob section. See, they give 210 EXP each. It is a pretty decent EXP grind here. Not that bad. There are a lot of destructible materials here. None of the players really mess with it. Like, you don't need to. So you see, one of the quests asks you to just kill the regular minions. One of them tell you to kill the elites. The elites are quite annoying because they have actually quite a lot of EXP. HP, and they're always surrounded by one or two of these mobs. And if you get groggied or down, you're just going to get raped by those mobs. Now, in certain corners of this area, you'll see that there are caverns. Caverns, if you go in, they'll have like mobs dancing around. Obviously, in the center, something's supposed to be spawning. It's a random mob. It could be in any of the caverns. Except for this one. This one is the treasure room that I was speaking of earlier. And I won't explain the treasure room until later because I have to explain about Harvest Village then. So I will come back to this after, whenever I do Harvest Village. But in any of these side caverns, there is a rare spawn, and it literally is like a rat that's carrying a backpack, and it has a chance to drop a pouch that can give a lot of gold. Most of the time it only gives 1 gold. You have a chance to get, like, I don't know, 50,000 gold, but you have to get lucky, and it's literally not that often that you get a good pouch. Out of, like, I've gotten maybe 10 pouches, and the most I got out of one of them was 100 gold, and I could have just, instead of doing this place, I could have just done something else to get 100 gold easier. Much easier. There's a rat with a backpack that gives you fucking gold. It's pretty hilarious. Oh, look, got netted, and yeah, this is fun. Fuck off. So yeah, We killed that boss about 5 minutes past. 5-10 minutes past. We have to wait another 10 minutes to find out if it's going to be the last boss or if it's going to be the mini boss. This area is a giant wait fest. It's a giant like bog down time that if you're in the middle of watching anime or doing something else like reading manga, watching anime, reading a light novel, something that you can swap back in, swap back out really fast, this is a good zone for you to just AFK, come in, kill the boss, and then run back to the back where you see this destroyer here. He's waiting at the spot at the platform where the last boss spawns, and this is a really good like vantage point where you can just run to the first mini boss or run to the second mini boss, and then run back from whichever way to get to, and you can just AFK here. There's literally no mobs here that spawn that can aggro you, that can kill you on these stairs, anywhere around this area, and you can stand here and AFK and alt tab back in, back out whenever you see something happening. I don't really want to look for the rat because there's a really, really low chance. And this is like the worst gambling zone, to be honest. And there are a bunch of mini quests too. There are some mini quests like a lot of these things have switches. Some of them so currently it's just a waiting game to see what will spawn, mini boss or a final boss. Like this one zone is the one I dreaded doing a showcase for because it's so boring. It's the most boring one ever. Woo woo, I am doing a showcase for this area. It's not doing random questions at the moment. Should be about 6 more minutes till we know which boss or mini boss it is that comes out next. My outfit? This has been on CN for a while. This outfit, it's not new. This weapon is old, it's always been on KR. Not really anything special. I really hope it's the mini boss, not the final boss. Yeah, this zone you can literally like kill something, then you AFK for like 10-15 minutes. Then you kill something, then you AFK 10-15 minutes. You gradually get rewards for it. And aside from that safe zone at the base, or at the boss base, there's really no other safe zones. So people need to be very careful. Mobs constantly patrol everywhere here, and they respawn very, very fast. You see, I had just killed this maybe like 2 minutes ago. They respawn very, very fast. No, this area is worth it because you have to do this area too to do your weapon. Unless you mean like if you have to AFK or something like that, then yes. If you have to AFK or do, you know, something else and you're like half busy, then yeah, this is one of the better spots to just AFK in and not have to worry about you know, paying attention 100% of the time. See, there's this torch. Damn to blow up a house. I blew up his house. He's pretty angry. Well, I mean, yes, you can skip if you're far ahead, but doesn't mean that everyone's gonna skip, you know? If everyone could skip, well, it'd be too easy. Please, stun is so bad. Stop stunning me. So yeah, this place is very RNG for those torches.
조건이 맞지 않아 사용할 수 없습니다.
Should be spawning relatively soon. I think 4 minutes. So this place will always give you a text warning. It'll always give you a text warning, a pop-up warning, and a text warning. That'll say, oh, this place is next, or that last boss is next, or some other place is next. Man, there's the two ways to try to find the rare spawn, to go into the caves, or to find that torch, that explosive torch, when you kill the bottles. There's only like 3 or 4 bottle spawns, and you burn a house. There's no other way to find the rat. Oh, okay. Well, see that pop-up, this pop-up, and it also goes into your all chat as a system message. That is saying that the last boss, that specific warning is to say that the last boss is going to spawn within 5 minutes. And this is the area where the last spawn will be for the final boss. And these rewards are pretty much the same as the Rainbow Lake rewards. There's 3 quests. and they give 3 of the same rewards. There's only 3 quests. Only 3 quests here. So, kill one boss, whichever one it is, that is up in the area. And you wait 20 minutes. You wait 20 minutes for either the other boss to spawn. You wait another 20 minutes from that kill time, and then the message should say that the last boss is spawning. After 15 minutes has passed from killing the second mini boss, that 5-minute warning will show up for the last boss. When the 5-minute warning shows up, you should all be here and waiting for it. No Tears of Sin, there's 4. There's 4 closed dungeon zones. Or event dungeon zones. There's 4. Rainbow Lake, Magic Flute Enclave, Harvest Village, and Snakescale Valley. There's 4. Snakescale Valley actually has like 5 quests or so. But these 3 that are tied in with the map, I put away the map. Stud art. What do people mean if you say you can skip if you have true pirate? It means you are going to be you transition to a higher, like the level 50 path is the same as the level 45 path. There's a true profane path, then there's an awakened siren, then there's a true siren, then there's an awakened pirate, and there's a true pirate. Just copy and paste those 6 breakthrough stages and evolve stages into 50. Now if you're a true profane, you're going to go to the level 50 version of true profane, which means you're at step 1 out of the 6. So you're going to start from all the way in the beginning if you have true profane. That means you have to go through the awakened siren level 50 version, then the true siren level 50 version, then the level 50 version of awakened pirate, and the level 50 version of true pirate. If you're a true pirate, you skip to the level 50 true pirate version. So you skip, quote unquote, all the ones before it, stage 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's what people mean by skip. You follow the same path, but depending on where you are right now in the 45 patch, you could probably be at stage 6 or stage 1. Yeah, this is exactly what Cons is saying. So, this boss is very annoying. Boss is very, very annoying. This is the same Mantis boss. Well, not the same boss, but because the Harvest one has the same model, but has a different attack pattern. Do not be far from this boss. If you're too far from this boss, let's say, he is going to grab 180 degrees in front of him with the tank in the center of his sights. And everybody that's grabbed will literally be like force gripped to him. And he does Himogen like AoEs. So yeah, when he does the rockets, he'll kill people quite hard. And after you kill him, I mean, I can't control the DPS. I can't control the DPS because this other person has like endgame gear. This other person has endgame gear, and he just wants the quest done. So I can't tell him to stop DPS or something. But after you kill him, you have a chance of a second text pop-up. A second text pop-up, system text pop-up. And that can tell you that a super boss is going to be spawning. A super boss version has 3 times the HP, also attacks 3 times faster, and hurts 3 times as much. Basically the boss that just died, his attack pattern is always concentrated on the tank. He does a sweep in front of him, 180 degree sweep. It can down or knock back, and then it'll attempt to launch the main aggro into the air and do a pull like bullet barrage when the aggro person is in the air. You obviously want to block it or QE it before it launches you. After that whole one cycle, he'll do a 180 spin, which hits 3 times and also knocks you away. Now, at certain phases, I think 66% and 33%, he does it 3 times. If it's the normal boss, he will pretty much blink to the middle, blink, phase, teleport, whatever you want. He'll go to the middle and do one AoE that aims at the main tank, a missile attack that aims at the main tank, and then he'll attempt to lawnmower, pretty much shovels his way with his chainsaw on the ground. It's a rectangle red AoE, you cannot block it. And he goes about 20 meters ahead of him, and he'll just cleave everything in that way. And wherever he ends up stops, he's going to use that center position as like Himogen rockets. And the Himogen rockets, they aren't set patterns like Himogens are. There's like 5 or 6 variations of the patterns, and the rockets are fast. They are very, very, very fast, and they do quite a lot of damage too. And after he'll do 3 or 4 rounds. I can't remember if it's 3 or 4 rounds of each of the AoEs. and then he goes back to his normal cycle on the main tank or on the main aggro person. They do sweep, knock up, bullet, sweep, and AoE, or 360 spin, sweep, knock up, bullet, sweep, 360 AoE. If someone pulls aggro and they're greater than 6 meters away, 6 or 7 meters away, he will force grab the whole half of the area that the ranged aggro is at. So if I had a circle, if I made a circle, right, and ranged person is, and the ranged person is here, right? Let's say this whole area is this whole ground right here. The boss is at the middle. If the tank is tanking it fine, right here, that's fine. Okay. But if a ranged person gets aggro, this whole half will get force gripped to the boss, and it will do about a third of your HP. It will do about a third of your HP. And it hurts because he's gonna follow up with another AoE pretty much right after it. Besides that, there isn't that much else in this area. There's not that much else in this area. It's not the greatest of areas, because if people are at true pirate or close to true pirate, you won't really go to this area. It's not the biggest of deal. To be honest, everyone should be trying to get to pirate, true pirate. Oh, I got a stick. I got a stick. And I got a coin too. Alright, time to burn a house. Kaboom! Oh, I got a boring pig. I didn't get a rat. QQ, man. QQ! That's disappointing, man. Let's see if I can get another torch. Let's go. Hope I'm lucky. Torch, please. Torch. Fuck, no torch. Torch, 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 torch. Please, torch. Oh, I got a torch. Time to burn down another house. No, the torch is a... Fuck. You have to burn the huts. There's 3 huts. And then there's 3 huts here too. You have to break the bottles, which I just did, and you have a chance to get a torch. And when you bring the torch and you aim it at the barrels, you see these barrels? You see the barrels there in front of the house? When you burn up the house, you flush out whoever is living in there, and that's a chance for it to be the rat with a gold pouch. You can also occasionally find the gold rat in these hidden caverns. See these hidden caves? You can occasionally find them in there too, but those are way more rare. So that's it for this zone, really. It's a very, very boring zone, to be honest. I more prefer the Rainbow Lake as a zone, like just to fool around in, kill bosses. Here is just a giant wait fest. The only good thing is there's a bank and a teleport right in the beginning. So you don't have to worry about teleporting to anywhere else for a bank. There is a bank. The gold pouch rat drops money. It drops you a pouch, a bag, an item. It's a blue item. You open it, you have a chance to get anywhere from 1 gold to 5,000 gold. At least on KR. I don't know how much it gives on the free-to-play versions, but it gives quite a lot of gold if you are lucky. Like 80% of the time, it's going to give you 1 gold to 5 gold. You're going to have to get lucky for the other. For the 5,000, 100 gold or whatever. It's not that easy to get. It's not that easy to get. And you have to be super lucky. You have to get very, very lucky for you to get 5,000 something gold. Hope. Thank you, Stott. Thank you. For your 722, thank you very much. Glad we helped you out. 24 men. These 24 men are worth doing like once or twice. As long as you get whatever you need from them, you don't really come back here ever again. Like this place, Rainbow Lake, and Harvest Village Defense, you don't really go back ever. After you've cleared through your gear. Like, if your gear needs a weapon from, let's say, if you need a weapon from Magic Flute Enclave, then you actually have to come here to get your weapon. Apart from that, you don't come here for the gold, you don't come here for the XP, no. You don't come here for any of that. Okay. Any questions about Magic Flute Enclave? Yes, thank you, Stad. Glad we helped out. Now there is, I will tell you which bope to get later. You can check it out on my cheat sheet. You can check it out on my cheat sheet. I'm going to update my cheat sheet sometime next week. Okay. The fragments. You're talking about the fragments, right? The treasure map fragments? Okay. These treasure map fragments, okay? You get one from Rainbow Lake, you get one from here, the Magic Flute Enclave, and you get one from Harvest Village Defense. These drop out of the boss boxes as a chance. You're not guaranteed a fragment of the map piece at all. There's no guarantee. You have to get lucky. It's RNG to get it out of the box. It's quite common to get it out of the box too. It's a very common thing. But sometimes you'll just run dry and you don't drop it, you know? And then afterwards, you have to come here to the Magic Enclave, Magic Flute Enclave, and farm mobs for a key. This key specifically. This key opens the treasure room box after you complete the map. If you complete the map, you open the door. Once you go inside, you use the key to open chests. It could have one chest, it could have two chests. But the fragments are random. Fragments are RNG. I mean, I just got one from opening the box, the boss box. So it's not a really, rare thing to come across. It's quite common. Not a bad, it's not a bad farm if you want to keep opening the treasure rooms. Extracon, no. I'm not going to go to the treasure chest room. Not in this showcase. If I get to do Harvest Village Defense, and I get the map fragment there to complete the map, then I will also include the chest room as part of the Harvest Village one. What? Okay. Any other questions? See? So 20 minutes after, it will spawn another mini boss. That system message and that pop-up tells you that a mini boss is going to spawn in either area 1 or area 2 very, very shortly. So it'll continuously just keep spawning mini boss. When it dies, 20 minutes, spawns another mini boss. When it dies, you go to the final boss. Basically the whole sequence. I don't really care what they called it, because if you translate this zone's name, it is literally Magic Flute. Magic Flute plus girl, which is like cave or den or just zone, swamp if you want. It makes no sense for us to completely change the name. But yeah. These places are not really great for gold. That's correct. Where do I go to get gold? You'll find out in other showcases. I'm only doing these 2 zones for today. I'm going to be doing possibly I'm going to do Snakescale Valley tomorrow as the whole zone. Hopefully I get into a zone that doesn't have enough bots. That doesn't have that many bots, but yeah. You guys will see where's the best place to earn money. I'm not going to tell you right now. I'm not going to tell you right now. You can compare each zone after I do each showcase, and you'll see which one actually gives more money. Okay, so if there are no more questions about this zone, I'm going to end the VOD here for the showcases.